know what time it is? Time to turn up the heat. In 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? This is your girl, AlexandriaIkomoni, also known as Lex for Lex Review. I'm so excited you are here with me tonight. For all those people watching on the Ustream, hi guys, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Thanks so much for watching, and those who are listening, thank you so much as well. For those who also text me all the time and asking me, why are you on your phone so much? What are you doing right now? You're on camera. I know I'm on camera. I do see you. Sometimes I do forget that it's right there, but I do notice that you are there. I am updating my social media sites, promoting the show and things like that. I'm not just sitting texting some random person on air. No, I'm trying to be productive and let everybody know. So if you do want to tweet me on the show, go ahead and do that. The mention or my Twitter name is at LexReviewKSU. You can definitely tweet me from there. I'll see them. I'll respond to them. I'll talk about whatever you're talking about on social media, and we can go ahead and get started with this show. But before we get into the hot topics, I do want to let you guys know that today is a very, 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 very special day. It is my best friend in the entire world's birthday. I have to shout her out. Her name is Demetria McCullough. I love you so much. Happy 21st birthday. You've made it this far. You pretty much did make it, so turn up and have a great time. I'm actually going to go see her tomorrow, so that's pretty interesting and pretty exciting. She lives in LA. She moved there from Georgia. We went to high school together, and middle school, actually. We went way back. It's a 10-year plus friendship, but she moved over to California, so I'm actually going there tomorrow. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see her, and maybe, just maybe, I can meet a producer over there who likes my show and wants a new talk show host for some show coming up or anything, and they'll want me. So that's pretty much my goal out there. Not to just have fun, but, to promote myself and to market myself and get somewhere with my talk show. That is my ultimate plan for this. But we're going to go ahead and get started with just a few more music commercials. We're going to have Rihanna and a little bit of The Weeknd, maybe. We'll see. But right after that, we will get started with the hot topics. I have so much good things for you guys. So much good things. I have a lot of good things in store for you guys. Pretty much about the Oscars and, just wait. It's actually going to be really good. So just wait on it. Coming right after this music break. So just sit tight and enjoy the music. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, this beat is kind of getting me kind of hyped right now. Dun, 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 dun. I can put my own little spin on that right now. And that'd be kind of cool if I did that. But like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning back into this episode of Lex Review. I did forget to mention one really big, important detail of today's show. I know I've been advertising that I had Gabe coming in the studio today, but I found out today, actually, a few hours before the show, that he lost his voice. And we had a little conversation. I just hope he's feeling better. But he lost his voice, so he cannot make it to the show tonight. So we're going to have to reschedule and postpone that to next week. I know, guys, this is the second time you were expecting to see him or expecting to hear from him, but he just couldn't make it today, and I really do apologize. The first time was kind of our fault because the broadcasting system failed or wasn't working at one point in time. So that was our fault. And now he's sick, so he can't do anything about it. But next week, I will be here, so he will be able to come, and he'll be fine. I wasn't supposed to come next week just because the Rihanna concert was supposed to be next Wednesday, but we talked about this last week. Rihanna decided to move her concert and postpone it for a later date, so that gave me the availability to be able to do my awesome show next week Wednesday. So like I said, he will be here. Just look out for that one. But we're going to get started with the hot topics. So excited to talk about the Oscars with you guys because it was great. I was actually kind of impressed as to what went on at the Oscars. So we're going to talk about it. And side note, completely off topic. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really random today. But if I am speaking too fast, let me know, because sometimes I don't realize that I'm doing it, and then I get a text message from my mom or my dad, and they say, you were speaking so fast, but you're still awesome, but you were speaking fast, so slow down. Let me know, because I really don't realize I'm doing it sometimes. I realize I did it just now, but that was an accident. Just let me know. Tweet me. Like I said, tweet me anything you want to talk about. Lex Review KSU. That's my Twitter name, and we'll talk about it. But just mention me at one point in time. Be like, Lex, slow down. You're talking entirely too fast. That is a bad habit of mine, and I do apologize. So, like I said again, we're going to get started with the hot topics for tonight, starting with the Oscars. Like I said, Jennifer Lawrence is the first person I want to talk about. So, the red carpet is a major part of this event. This something you don't want to miss because, that's where you take all the pictures, where you do the interviews, things like that. It's just where you put yourself out there, but in a good spotlight, in a good way. Well, Jennifer Lawrence decided that she wanted to arrive late. Well, not decided, but she ended up arriving late to avoid the red carpet because people said that she was being overexposed. Now, I thought about that for a second, and I was like, what are people trying to say? Overexposed? She is everywhere. That's because she's really hot right now. She has a bunch of movies that were recent, and she's just really hot with The Hunger Games and all things like that. So it's not really, I want to say overexposed. I just think that she's really hot right now, and that is no reason that you will want to miss the red carpet. But I also thought about, with all the tension that has been going on with the Oscars and the black and white issues, she might, this is my speculation, completely my opinion, she might have just wanted to avoid answering any questions just because she doesn't want to say something wrong, because the media has the ability and the power that they'll turn something into what it's not. So I guess kind of avoiding certain topics is good. Your publicity can call you, or your public relations specialist can call you, be like, okay, don't do anything today, don't talk, don't do any of that stuff, just be under the radar. And that could have been what happened. That's my speculation, just because I don't think you would want to purposely miss the red carpet for the Oscars. It is the biggest night of your career, and that's something you should want to attend. But that's just my personal opinion. And honestly, it's all a game in Hollywood. People, like I said, they don't want to stay in the spotlight for big events like that, but like I said, it's good publicity. It's not like she's doing anything wrong if she has a record. I can understand if it was somebody else, but it's Jennifer Lawrence. She should definitely come out and show what she got. I looked at her outfit actually, and I really was not a huge fan of her dress. It was Dior. You guys should definitely check it out. Dior Jennifer Lawrence Oscars dress. I wasn't a big fan, and I'm really big on fashion, but I don't know, something about that dress just threw me off altogether. So maybe she was trying to avoid talking about the dress. Who knows? But going on to the host of this show, honestly, one day I would like to host the Oscars or the Grammys, whatever comes first, but it'd be kind of cool. But the host, Chris Rock, was but he's always funny, but he did a really great job at hosting that event. I thought it was phenomenal. It was kind of funny because he was just making little jokes and little side notes, and that's Chris Rock, but he's just an entertaining person. But there was an awkward moment that happened, and everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say the awkward moment of the show, because it happened with Stacey Dash. Chris Rock announced that she was going to be the new director of the Minority Outreach Program, and then Stacey Dash came out and there was no clapping, pretty much. It was dead silent. And she had this little giggle, little laugh, like, ha, 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 I can't wait to help my people, something like that. And she laughed again. But it was kind of devious. Like, it was a weird atmosphere, and it was really awkward. And like I said, again, there was no clap. So it was just an awkward moment and the weirdest moment of the night. Definitely, I had to ask somebody who was in the studio. I was like, I hope. I know it was a joke, but I hope that's not the case in the future. Just some things you think it's a joke, but it's really true. That would be just all bad, all wrong. No offense, Stacey Dash, stay away from all black people, even though you're black, but whatever. Moving on, congratulations to Leonardo DiCaprio for finally, and we all collectively say finally, getting an Oscars. This is crazy. He should have got an Oscars a long time ago, back when Titanic was literally sinking. The ship was sinking. That's what I was trying to say. He should have got an Oscar for that movie and all his other movies in between. But I just cannot believe he finally got his Oscar. I was so happy for him. He was happy. He's been acting actually for 25 years, so it's been a long time. But who knows? He did take his mom to the Oscars, which was really cute. That's like the perfect date. I would love to take my mom to Oscars one day. But I think that was a perfect, cute little date. You take your mom to Oscars. You won your Oscar. Just having a great, happy, good night with no drama. So I was really happy for him. He tweeted about it. We all retweeted it because we were so excited for him finally getting an Oscars. And it was lovely. Pretty much, it was simply lovely. A lot of the movies that were but nominated, I really didn't know what they were. And I feel like that is a major problem with the Oscars. A lot of it we don't know. Is it just me? I don't know if it's just me, but I really did not know many of the movies. Ooh, that's weird, guys. I'm sorry about that. But a lot of the movies I really don't know are being nominated and are actually winning. It's like, what is this? What is that? And I just think that, we should revamp. And I said this last time, we should revamp the Oscars, make it more for our generation, because my generation actually, is the one that's growing up. We're more into this stuff. So it needs to really appeal us, and it doesn't, because once again, a lot of the movies we do not know and we don't really particularly care for. But they're obviously great movies because they're winning Oscars, so it's okay. It is perfectly okay. And I just want to go ahead and end the Oscars with a whole Whoopi Goldberg issue. Who knew she had a tattoo? Please raise your hand. Okay, don't raise your hand because I can't see you. But who knew she had a tattoo? I really did not know that. But it was on her shoulder. She wore this really nice dress, hair pulled back and everything. She looked really good. And I was just, wow. And I was shocked because I never knew she had a tattoo. She always covers up her body and everything. You just never knew what was underneath. But I thought it was really cool just to point that out. But people were confused about it. No, people were confused about the situation because they thought that Whoopi Goldberg looked like Oprah. I don't even know how that happens, but a lot of people were saying they thought it was Oprah, and I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, wow, guys, where have you been for the last who knows how long? But they look nothing alike, and I just think it goes back to some people, think we all look the same, and we really don't, because when you really look at Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah, they're two completely different people. So I wasn't really understanding how people were getting confused, and I thought that was really, really, really bad. They need to fix that whole issue. But moving on towards other news, speaking of Oprah, she's had a little bit of problems regarding Weight Watchers. She lost around $30 million, and I'm going to tell you why. Weight Watchers, apparently they crashed last week. They went down in sales or revenue about 30%. And apparently they were blaming Oprah for that problem because she didn't have, or the Weight Watchers program, or however they're doing that, they didn't have the Oprah effect that they were looking for. And I don't know. So they cut money back from her, which $30 million, that's a lot to everybody. But to Oprah is not that much. So I probably don't think it really affected her that much because she's a billionaire. But I just thought the principle of it just kind of sucks. But I wouldn't really picture, like Wendy Williams said a couple of days ago, I don't really picture Oprah for, Weight Watchers. I don't really think about that. And Wendy Williams also talked about if you saw Jennifer Hudson, would you think differently, or would you say the same thing? I think Jennifer Hudson would also be a really great pick for Weight Watchers because just look at her. She's amazing. Her body's amazing right now. But I don't really see Oprah as the Weight Watchers, what is it, the spokesperson, the spokesmodel? I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but I don't see Oprah doing it, and it's okay. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it's okay. Moving on to other news. Madonna, the famous Madonna, she was being a little childish and petty, and I will say that as my own personal opinion, on stage at one of her concerts. And I'm going to tell you what happened. So apparently she claimed that her trainer slept with her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now, who knows, but it was her boyfriend. And she said it on stage, like she's sitting down playing her guitar with the mic with all her fans in the audience, however many people are in the audience, hundreds of thousands, who knows, was there. And she was just talking about how her boyfriend her boyfriend and her trainer slept together. And I was like, what in the world? I just want to point out, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but her boyfriend is 28 years old. And isn't Madonna almost 60? Mom, you're listening. Isn't Madonna almost 60? Whatever, that's a side note, but I'm not trying to justify what's happening, but there's a big age gap between them two. So I'm sitting here saying to myself, why are you with him? But I guess in Selena Gomez's words, the heart wants what it wants. I'm not really sure. But once again, she did talk about it on stage, and I thought that was just really petty and childish, because why would you want to mention something like that on your stage? People are recording you, hence how we got the footage and how we saw the actual situation happen. It's just you wouldn't want to say things like that on air. But apparently she felt some type of way towards the situation, and she decided to let everybody know exactly how she felt. Now, moving on from Madonna, there has been issues with Kylie Jenner and somebody you probably don't know, but her name is Kylie Minogue. I don't want to mispronounce her name. It's spelled Minouge. Minogue is how I'm going to pronounce it. Excuse me if I'm doing this wrong. But if you don't know who she is, Kylie Minogue is pretty much the Madonna of Australia. That's the best way it has been described and has been put in words. It's the Madonna of Australia. So the situation with Kylie Jenner and Kylie Minogue was that Kylie Jenner is attempting to get her name trademarked. Her name Kylie trademarked. You would have to go through Kylie Jenner to use the name for your babies or for anything you're trying to do. Anywhere you're trying to put the name Kylie on, you would have to go through Kylie Jenner to do it. You have to get her approval. That's what she's trying to do right now. Now, I do want to say Kylie Minogue is in her 40s. and is older than Kylie Jenner, who Kylie Jenner obviously is 18, maybe 19. She's 18, I'm pretty sure. So what is Kylie trying to do here? It's not like she is the first Kylie to come about. So why is she trying to get her name trademarked? I'm trying to understand her side of the story, playing devil advocate. Maybe she feels entitled to that title because she's the most famous Kylie, I guess I would say. And you would want, I don't know, I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I'm not really understanding what her thought process was and why she thought it was okay to get her name trademarked. And it's not like it's a super, super unique name. It's Kylie, so whatever. But the Kylie Minogue did fight back, or is fighting back, about Kylie Jenner getting that name trademarked just because she has the name and she is older, so she had the name first. So you can't really do that. But like I said, it's a sticky situation since Kylie Jenner is more famous, where she might, I'm not sure how this case is going to go down, or if this is even really going to be set in stone and happen. But it's just kind of hard when no one knows who you are, but you're trying to fight for the name, but a person more famous wants to trademark the name. It doesn't give her a right, but I'm trying to understand, or trying to just picture what might happen, what might go down. But let's see. I know King Kylie is what Kylie calls herself, Kylie Jenner. I know that's her name, King Kylie, but it doesn't mean you really necessarily own the world and rule the world. You're just a regular, normal person with a little bit more money, just a little bit, but whatever. And you don't rule the world. So pretty much just sit down, have several seats, and write your name on a piece of paper and keep it moving. In other news, the cast of Good Times were trying to make a film of Life Now. You guys know what I'm talking about, Good Times. You guys watch that show from the old days. It comes on all the time in literally a marathon. So you've seen this show, Good Times. But they wanted to make a movie about where they are now. And this happened about a few weeks ago. They were trying to get money. They're trying to raise money, about $1 million, to be able to make the movie. And I think there's about 1 day left in order to reach their, one day left for them to be able to reach their goal, for them to do the movie. And we checked today. Guess how much they have raised so far? They need $1 million. Let's put that out there. But so far, they've only raised $8,000. I am so heartbroken. Not really heartbroken, but it's sad because they're obviously not going to make this movie. They don't have the funds for it. They only raised $8,000 of the $1 million. So there's no possible way. Well, you never know. There could be a possible way that they'll get the rest of the money by tomorrow, but it's going to be pretty hard to try to get $1 million by literally tomorrow. So who knows? But moving on again, Jennifer Gardner is speaking out about her separation from her ex, Ben Affleck. So Ben Affleck, we talked about this a few weeks ago. Do you see how the stories are building upon each other? That's why you got to stay current and keep these news up. But Ben Affleck was accused of sleeping with the nanny. And Jennifer Garner stated that the nanny had nothing to do with the separation between Ben Affleck and herself, Jennifer Gardner. She had an interview and she said that he was even still the love of her life. They have 3 kids together, and I personally do hope that they get back together just because they're so cute and they do have kids. You might as well make it work. But she was just, like I said, stating that they had nothing to do, or the nanny had nothing to do with the situation. I guess he's free to date whoever he wants to date. I guess keeping someone that your kids know is a good person to try and date, who knows? But that was not, there's no correlation, which I think is also good, just to clear your name, clear his name, and just keep the situation controlled on your basis. I thought it was a really good thing that she did that interview, just because many people won't speak out about issues. They'll just try to avoid the situation as a whole. But who knows? I'm glad that they said that, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. But the last thing I have for Hot Topics is Victoria Beckham has changed her mind about wearing high heels. Now, this was important to me, and I'm going to let you guys know because you guys are listening to me, so you guys have no choice. But Victoria Beckham is known for wearing high heels all the time, everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen her in high heels. I'm pretty sure I lied. I'm lying, but I'm pretty sure I've seen her somewhere with not sneakers, but some sweatpants and some high heels. I don't know. She always wears high heels and she always kills the game in high heels. But apparently she's changed her mind and is now only going to be wearing flats from here on out. Her doctor stated that her heels were ruining her feet, which makes sense. That's a common problem that happens within women and wearing heels and things like that. So I understand. Flats are always great and they're always amazing, and you can never go wrong with flats. So it's not like I'm saying this story to condemn her for wearing flats. I wish I was wearing flats right now, but I'm wearing some burgundy heels and they actually look kind of cute. So I'm really excited about my heels. But flats are always great. They're comfortable, they're easy, and simple. And there are a lot of health risks, like I said, by wearing high heels. So that's good that she's taken a step back. But she will be using them for special cases, like say, red carpet or something. She'll have the flats with her, but just pop the heels on as soon as she's about to walk out the door and do what she has to do. So I think that's really good that she's, just letting people know, hey, it's okay to wear flats. It doesn't matter. You still can be great, still can be awesome. But I do know some people, this is completely off topic. Some people wear heels because flat shoes do make them have health risks. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like what I'm trying to say is some people in this world do wear heels because they cannot wear flats because the flats hurt their feet. A person that I do know that does that is, I shout out my mom a lot, but my mom does that. My mom cannot wear flat shoes. It hurts her back, it hurts her feet, and just not a good situation. I guess that would be equivalent to us wearing high heels all the time. My mom feels that way about wearing flats, so she always has heels on. That's really where I learned how to wear my heels, and always wear your heels. Keep your heels high, head higher. It's like a little statement, but I've learned that from her just because I've always seen her in heels. I've never seen her in flats unless it's going to the gym, and it's only an hour, so she'll take them off as soon as she's done and, put her heels back on and be fashionable. So it just really depends on the person and what works for you and what makes them comfortable. So it's really no problem. If you wear heels, if you wear flats, if you wear whatever in between, enjoy yourself, have fun, and just rock it. Rock your style. It's your style. But that is pretty much all I have for the hot topics. We do have the Let's Guess This Answer. Tonight's prize is once again going to be an Our Radio t-shirt. Really excited to give them away. They're so cute, so nice, and they represent the radio station and me. So I really want you guys to have one. My promo, by the way, is coming soon. So look out for that promo from Lex Review and Lex Talk. That's coming out pretty soon. But the Let's Guess This Answer, it's not really tough. If you guys watched the last show, you'll easily know the answer. But the question is, what rapper filed for bankruptcy but took some pictures of his money? One of the pictures spelled out the word broke with his money. The other picture, he put the money in the fridge and captioned it cold hard cash. And then he also took a third picture with the money in bed with him. Just laying around the pile of cash. So which rapper did that? And I really did talk about this last week. I had a whole conversation about this. I'm going to repeat the question. Which rapper filed for bankruptcy but took some pictures of his money? One of the pictures was him spelling the word broke in cash. The other one is saying cold hard cash and putting the money in the fridge. And the third picture was him in bed with the same pile of cash. What rapper was that? Please, I prefer for you to tweet me just because this phone line in the studio is not working, and I really do have to figure it out beforehand or before the next show. We're having some technical difficulties. So if you know the answer to this question, tweet me. I really do want you to tweet me at LexReviewKSU. Really simple, really easy. If you know the answer, tweet me. The first person to get the right answer will win a free Our Radio t-shirt. Woo! I'm so excited for the t-shirts. You can never go wrong with the free t-shirt. All you really have to do is figure out what rapper this was. But we're going to go ahead and get to a commercial break. Like I said, we unfortunately don't have the artist in the building, Gabe. He is not here, so we don't have an interview segment for tonight. But like I said before, if you tune in next week, you will see that interview. But right after this this little commercial break, we're going to go into some current events and talk about some announcements and things of that sort. So still a great show ahead of you. Stay tuned. Enjoy this wonderful music from the weekend. And listen and have a good night. Come on, talk to me. So you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. You guys want to hear my singing, don't you guys? Oh, Rihanna's about to just come on and play and steal the show, apparently. That's what she does. But welcome back to the show. What's going on in our world? It's time for the current events segment. Just so you guys, if you guys are just coming into the show a little late and want to know the Let's Guess That answer, the question is, who was the rapper who was a rapper that filed for bankruptcy but took some pictures with his money and spelled out the word broke and then put him in his fridge, wrote the caption, and it said cold hard cash, and then took a picture with his bed. If you have not put in your suggestions, if you think you know the answer, just go ahead and tweet me, or if you have my number or anything like that, just let me know what you think the answer is. And on the plus side, I'm so excited to tell you guys this. I finally figured out what has been wrong with the cell phone or the phone in the studio. So it's finally working and is working properly and correctly. The only thing I think you guys were doing wrong was that you're trying to reach me while I'm on the air, and you can't do that. You have to wait till a commercial break, and the commercial break is when we play music and the little ads come into place. You have to wait for that time, and then you can call. I'll get the call, and then I'll talk to you off air, and then if you have the right answer, I'll put you on the air. So I'm so excited. I literally just finally figured it out. That's why we had a little bit longer of a song break, just because I was really trying to figure out what was wrong, and I finally got it together with the help of my tech director. So I'm so excited. If you know the answer, you can call me now. Yeah, finally, how many weeks are we into the show and we can finally call? But the number is 470-578-2665. Once again, it's 470-578-2665. If you know the answer, call me, but wait until I go on a next break, on the commercial break, and then I'll put you on the air and you can tell me what the right answer is. I'm so excited to hear from who the winner is. So definitely call, tweet, or reach out to me if you have the right answer. But moving back into the order of the show, what's going on in the world? It's current events time, and I don't really have too much for you, but a lot of it's around politics, just because the Georgia primaries were the other day, and it's just something we need to talk about. So I want to say congratulations to Georgia as a whole. We have set a new early voting record. I think that's really cool. More than 400,000 people voted for the presidential primary this year. That's a really good record, state record for in-house voting, and that's really awesome. The previous record that was set was back in 2008 when it was 271,000 people. But now, this year, we topped that with 400,000 people, so that's great. We did not vote. It's okay. There's another voting coming up. It's important voting. All of it's important. Just make sure you go out and vote for your candidate or for you think it should be president. But let's talk about the people who did win the Georgia primaries. One, for the Republican. Actually, I lied. I'm going to start with Democratic. Who won the Democratic was Hillary Clinton. That's who won. And I'm not too shocked, and I'm okay with Hillary Clinton 100%. But a lot of people were real advocates for Bernie Sanders and the whole feel the burn, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't show in the votes, which is really amazing and shocking to me. I remember seeing something on Twitter where it said, I forgot. I think it was a SpongeBob picture and like a million little fish, and they were surrounded by SpongeBob's house, and it said at the event or something like that. And then it had another picture with only like 6 people in front of SpongeBob's house, and it said at the voting, and they were they're responding or talking about the whole Bernie Sanders, how there were no supporters for Bernie Sanders because he didn't win the Georgia primary. So I thought it was really funny. If you guys are going to do all this talking, you might as well go out and vote. Don't be lazy. Your voice does matter. Every vote does count. So that was really crazy. But Donald Trump, well, this is the one that's crazy. Donald Trump won the Republican Party. Guys, I am disappointed in Georgia. I am so disappointed in you guys. And I think, I can interject and put my personal opinions out here. Why are you guys voting for Donald Trump? You know, it was never funny, ever, for people that really support, what's his name? Donald Trump? I can't remember his name. Donald Trump. But at this point, it's just not funny. It's not funny because you guys are really giving him a bigger head. This guy is winning the Republican Party. And I just don't understand. I don't understand what's everybody doing. Is this a joke? Like, what's the process? What are people thinking, and how is this working out? I really don't understand how you guys really did let Donald Trump get this far. It's just disappointing. You know, it's okay. If anything, I moved to Nigeria or Jamaica. That's where my parents are from. So I'm just kidding. I love America with 100%. I love America. But you guys need to do something about this because Donald Trump will not be the next president of the United States. That is not going to happen. Moving on to more important news. Another thing that happened with the presidential candidates was that a teen asked Marco Rubio to her prom. That was so cute. Not really, but it was kind of cute at the same sense. So I did talk about this last week that Marco Rubio was coming to Kennesaw, and it was at Mount Perrin Christian School. He had his event there, his speech there, and some girl, her name, 17-year-old Anna Choi, that's her name, held up a sign saying, "Will you go to prom with me?" at the event. And Marco Rubio actually responded to that and said maybe. And I thought it was really funny. Like, that's all. Not all, because he's older and you're 17. It's just weird, but it was just like, oh, like he responded to her. You know, it was a weird emotion that I had when I read the story, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. But apparently, I'm not even sure why this girl did it, because I read an interview with her about it after the situation, and she already has a prom date. So I guess maybe she was trying to be funny. I thought maybe something joke. I don't know what was going through her mind. Maybe she just didn't think that she would get selected or she would get a response, but he really said maybe. And I thought that was really cute. It'd be kind of cool to have a presidential candidate come to your school during prom and he's your date in a sense, sort of, maybe not, but he's there with you. And I think that'd be kind of cool. So I thought it was really interesting. But another great news, the astronaut Scott Kelly, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. The astronaut Scott Kelly is back on Earth after spending almost a year in space. He landed Tuesday morning, that was yesterday morning, in Asia, and he's coming home to his family. So that was really cool, spending almost a year in space. I think that the time was 360 days or 350 days, one of the two, but that is a long time to be in space. How do you even walk anymore? I really just I don't want to be the person to go to space and come back to Earth, but I just want to feel or understand how they feel coming back to solid ground. And the only thing I was really thinking of when I read this, I said, I know he's probably going to get some good food, because all you can eat is, astronaut food and space food, whatever. I'm not even sure what the term is. But I remember when we were kids and we used to eat, is a spaceman ice cream or moonman ice cream or astronaut ice cream. You guys know what I'm talking about? Those little hard, little rocky things, but then they melt in your mouth. I know you guys are going, because I know I had them in my school, in high school. Whenever we would have some kind of, not a space day, but something related to science and all those kind of things, astronomy and stuff like that, we'd always have those candies everywhere, the ice cream, and it was dried ice cream, but it tastes so good in your mouth. Like, I love those little things. I miss those days. I miss getting free candy. Take me back to elementary school. But I think that was really cool that he came back, and I'm pretty sure if I was a person, I would run to, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, a restaurant, something, just to get a different food. That would be my first instinct. And that's the first thing I thought about. I said to myself, where did he go to eat? Because I know he wants some real food. So that was really funny. But in other real news, Cat Williams was arrested and charged with battery in Gainesville, Georgia, after punching an employee in a local pool supply store. I don't have too many details on this story. There wasn't enough time to research the details. But I do know that he did have a comedy show here. I think it was over the weekend. It was just over the weekend. Oh, Bryson Taylor always want to interject with his feelings, but I think it was over the weekend. I'm pretty sure it was over the weekend. And after that show, that's when he got into that altercation with the employee with the pool supply store. I'm not sure, but charged with battery. His mugshot is so funny to me. I love looking at people's mugshots because I don't even know why. Just because they're so interesting. He just looks like Cat Williams. That is all I'm gonna say. He just looks like Cat Williams in that mugshot. So we're gonna leave it at that. Moving on to the last news I have. It's kind of on a happy news, just because I feel like it is important to incorporate some lighter news just to make you feel good. But Chick-fil-A, there are some Chick-fil-A locations that are having or starting this thing where they have a family challenge. And what it is that they give you this box and everyone has to put their phones in the box. But there's instructions on the side. The first instruction is saying, go ahead and turn off your cell phone, keep it on silent, and put it in the box. And if your family successfully keeps your phones in the box and enjoy the meal together, you guys can come up to the counter and get free ice cream. Isn't that so neat, guys? I want to know if the one in Kennesaw does that. I would really bring out my entire family to Kennesaw, put our phones in there, and get my free ice cream, because free ice cream from Chick-fil-A is the best thing in the world. But I think it's really cool just because phones are a real distraction in our generation. Well, yeah, in my generation. Not my parents so much. My parents can actually, my parents are really, I'm going to call you out guys on TV or on the broadcast. I'm calling you guys out. You guys use your phones a lot, especially, we're not going to talk about it. But everybody does use their phones while they're eating, while they're together. It's just not a safe zone, but it's a habit that we do have in this generation. We all do it, including you, Mom and Dad. Don't deny it. You guys are talking to each other about it right now. Don't deny it. I'm telling you. But we all do it, and we're all guilty. But I think it'd be really cool to get away from that. I think I've been doing better at it. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. I do pick up my phone occasionally, but I used to be on my phone 24/7 in high school, but now it's just, okay, I don't really want to be on my phone. It's because a lot of it, I lied, 99% of it is business related, and I just don't want to bother with it, and I just want to, a gateway from my phone. So I'm really happy to enjoy a meal with my family sometimes and get away from it and put my phone down and do things like that. But now there's an incentive from Chick-fil-A to do that. I'm pretty sure I will be successful. I want to say I hope my family could be successful doing this. You know what? We're actually really going to try this. As soon as I get back from LA, we're going to go to Chick-fil-A and we're going to try this and see if we can be successful. I want to take my family there and see if we can really just, successfully put our phones away in a box and have them dinner together. I fear for my little brother. He's 16. We all were 16. I was 16. He is 16 and he's on his phone 24/7. I'm pretty sure his thumbs are permanently attached to his iPhone screen. I've never seen him. I lied. I hardly see him without his thumbs attached to his phone. If his thumbs are not attached to his phone, I promise you they are attached to his video game system. No lie. I'm just being honest. That's my little brother. He's 16, so I guess it's okay. But, that's just my family. So I really want to see how this turns out, and I really want to see if my little brother, AJ, can make it through that time. I don't know how I got on this subject, but I think it'd be really cool to try. Definitely going to try it. Like I said, I'm going to do this with my family. You guys are here listening to me right now talking about it. I'm going to do that Chick-fil-A challenge with my family, and we're going to go, and we're going to see if we can be successful, and I will let you guys know the answer next week, Wednesday. I think that'd be a good idea. But that is all I have for you in the current events segment. We're going to go to a really quick commercial break with songs, and that is the time that you guys would want to call me if you have the right answer to the Let's Guess That answer, and we can talk about we talk about it on air. So if you guys know the answer, tweet me, reach out to me, call me at 470-578-2665. Once again, for the last time, I'm repeating the question. The question is, which rapper filed for bankruptcy but took pictures of his money with him in bed, put it in the fridge, cold hard cash was the caption, and spelled out the word broke? If you know the answer, tweet me, message me, do whatever you got to do. Right after this commercial break, we're going to wrap things up by the end of the show with our Bible verse, things to check out, motivational quotes, and a little something special for my mom since it is her birthday next week. So go ahead and tune in, or not tune in, but listen to the commercial break, and we'll come back right after this break. Well, we've come to the end of the show. Here are a few announcements. I do get emotional at this point in time in the show, just because I played the Rihanna Diamond song, and I don't know, I just get really emotional whenever I hear this song, because she does amazing. This is probably one of my favorite Rihanna songs. I am going to throw this out there. You guys all know I am a super huge Rihanna fan, but I loved the performance she did. You guys remember when she had the pins in her hair and she was just singing her heart out to the song, and it just really touched me. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe her. She's so great. And my mom loved the performance too. My mom is not a fan of Rihanna at all, and she loved the performance just because it was just great. It's simply awesome and simply great. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring somebody on the line. Hello, caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, so nice to hear from you. Who is this? Can you tell me your name, please? Maybe we should turn off the music so we can hear you a little more. Wait, go ahead and repeat that for me one more time so we can hear you on the air.
My name is Tiana. I'm calling in from Howard University. Woohoo, go Bison. I love your show. So.
Thank you so much. Yes, Howard, all the way from Washington, D.C. That is crazy. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for tuning in to my show. I really do appreciate that. How are you doing? How's life? How's everything going? Tell me about yourself. Tell them about yourself, because I do know you.
Well, I'm a junior at Howard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pre-med, and everything's going good. And I love the show, love the review, love the feedback on the Grammys and everything.
Thank you.
Here.
This is why I do it, just because getting the support and getting the feedback from people I know, my friends. You are still my friend. We go way back in the day, but just getting support from you guys is really what helps me keep going, just because sometimes it gets so stressful, it gets really ridiculous. I really do love to hear when people listen and they support and they do love what I do, and hopefully I can get it all the way, not hopefully, but I will be making it all the way to the top on national television. So thank you so much. I know you are here for a purpose. You are here about the Lex Guess That Answer. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the question one more time for everyone who is listening, and let's see if you have the right answer, okay?
All right.
All right. So the question was, which rapper filed for bankruptcy but took some pictures of his money? One spelled out the word broke. Then he put the money in the fridge and said cold hard cash, and then took a picture of it in his bed. Tiana, who was that person?
I really think it's 50 Cent.
Yeah, yes. Woo, where are the sirens? I should be having balloons popping in here like, tear, tear, tear. You just won. Congratulations on winning your Owl Radio t-shirt. You are going to be wearing that all the way in Washington, D.C., and you're going to be rocking that. I want you to tell people where you got that shirt from, how you won it, the radio show. Tell them every detail. That's a good conversation starter right there. Definitely. Well, thank you so much for calling with the right answer. I'm so proud of you for being a pre-med. You're about to go to the top. I'm so excited for you and your future. I'm going to have you hold on so we can get some more information from you about getting you your t-shirt, and we will go from there. Okay, but I'm going to finish up this little segment, so just hold on tight for me, okay?
All right.
Okay. Alrighty, guys, just to finish up this awesome show that we have for us today, I got to put my music back on, actually, and set the mood. Rihanna got to play. Okay, I'm feeling it again, getting back in the groove. I'm so excited. I'm really thankful that we have a winner tonight. We did have one last week, too, so I don't think it's the first person. But congratulations again, Tiana, on winning your Owl Radio t-shirt. You'll be rocking this forever, and it's going to be so awesome. And I love the t-shirts. They're really cool. But just going ahead and wrapping things up, you guys can follow me on social media. I say this every week, and I really want you guys to do it. I've gotten a lot of new followers, and I do follow back. So thank you guys so much for supporting and following me on all my social media sites. So you can find me on YouTube if you just type in my name, AlexandriaIkomoni. That's Alexandria. Last name is Iko. M as in money. Oh yeah. O. N as in nickel. I. And you can find me all my episodes. I do post them from here. I even have this little YouTube stream, so I'll just save it and then upload it to YouTube later so you guys can watch it and you guys can share it. Let your friends know, let everybody know about the show and about what I do, just for more exposure. So definitely follow me on YouTube and subscribe. Twitter, you can follow me, and that's at AlexisIkomoni. Same name, but I use Alexis instead. Instagram is my real name again, AlexandriaIkomoni. That's it, at AlexandriaIkomoni. You can find me. Twitter, if you want to follow the official Twitter page of this show, it is Lex Review KSU. I mentioned that so many times without the show, but just so you guys can hear it again, Lex Review KSU. And then on Facebook, if you want to follow my Twitter page for my TV talk show, that is the Lex Talk Show, LEX Talk Show, and you'll find me on there. And then my Facebook is the official Facebook for my TV show is the Lex Talk Show as well. So all of it's pretty consistent. If you really just type in my name, you will find me on Google. I am the only Alexandria. My middle name is Onyoikewa, by the way. I'm the only Alexandria Onyoikewa Ikomoni, so I'm really unique with my name. I should be the one to get a trademark name, not Kylie Jenner. That's too basic. Alexandria Onyoikewa Ikomoni should be a trademark. But that'll be in the future. Things to check out. Cirque du Soleil starts in Atlantic Station tomorrow. Everyone loves the circus. I definitely think you guys should go and check it out. It'd be an amazing show. Definitely encourage you guys to do that. The Atlanta Fair is back. I know you guys pass the highway when you're driving through Midtown and see that big carnival bright light thing on the side. That is the That is the carnival. That is the Atlanta Fair, and it's back. It is the 123rd anniversary. So it's been here for a long, long, long time. So you guys should definitely go. You know, it was a great year to go. Why not go now? And it'll be located at the Turner Field Gray Lot. Everyone knows what Turner Field is. If not, Google it and you'll find it. But they have all kinds of things like rides and funnel cakes and popular fair games that you guys all love to go and play and do. And it's going to be so much fun. And lastly, Sound of Music. I also want to say I did this for my sister just because I know she was listening, and my sister loves the Sound of Music, so I had to incorporate this. But going back to a previous thing, oh my gosh, I'm going out of order. But I played Shake It Off for her, and I'm hoping she was dancing while that song was playing because that was for her. But going back to what I was saying, the Sound of Music is in the Fox Theater. It's been in the Fox Theater for a while, and it ends on the 6th of this month. So if you want to go watch a wonderful classic, I definitely encourage you guys to go watch it. Don't make fun of it. It's really good. Even the boring songs like the hills and the sound with the sound of music. It's still good. Yeah, I just tried to sing it and it did not work out so well. I played that in my head a little bit differently, but that's okay. But definitely encourage you guys to go see it. See it before it's gone. It'll be great and you'll absolutely love it and have a great time. It's also something different to do, you know? You can't just do the same old boring stuff day to day. Got to try something new. So definitely encourage you to see a play like that one. Your motivational quote for today is good, better, best. It actually rhymes, by the way. Just get ready for it. I think it's pretty awesome. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. I'm trying to rap this right now. Until your good is better and your better is best. Hey, can I do that again? Because I did rhyme and I kind of like the way that sounds. So I'm going to give myself a little beat. Okay. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Until your good is better and your better is your best. Yeah. I'm really entertaining myself right now, but that was awesome. But that is motivational quote. Your Bible verse is taken from Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." I definitely needed that motivational quote for myself just because I need that kind of motivation, especially with no matter what you're doing. If you're trying to pursue a goal, you're trying to, get somewhere in life, you need to have those confirmations that, God got your back. He will never leave you or forsake you. He's going to take you to high places all in time. So definitely your motivational quote and your Bible verse for today. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned into this amazing special, not silent show, but not private show, individual show, because it's just really me here in the station. So this show party of one here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do want to shout out to my lovely queen, my heartbeat, my heart, my soul, my mind, everything that I love so much. It is her birthday next Tuesday. By the way, this is my mother. I don't know if you guys caught that. But my mother's birthday is next Tuesday, March the 8th. Happy birthday, my queen. Happy birthday, my mommy. I love you so much, and I cannot wait to celebrate with you on your very special day. Me and your children, or your children and I, and your husband have something awesome planned for you. So just stay tuned and wait for that. It's going to be great. But I want you guys to all look out for the Lex Talk episode. That will be on YouTube, and that's a TV YouTube version, by the way. It will be aired or put up by this weekend. That's my goal every week, but I get so busy. But I have a few shows I need to upload, and I really want you guys to check them out and really just share them for other people to watch who have not seen the actual show so that they can start watching it and see what I do. And I do want you guys to also tune in back again next Wednesday at 8 p.m. The person who was supposed to be here tonight will be here next week, and that was Gabe. I'm not going to the Rihanna concert, as I mentioned before, so I had the opportunity to have my show next week, and it worked out perfectly. Since he's not coming this week, he'll come next week. So make sure you tune in. He is an amazing singer. I definitely want you to check out his music. I mention him on all of my tweets, all of my Instagram posts and everything. He does amazing work. He does great covers of different people. My favorite one right now is the Adele cover, and I just think it's beautiful and lovely. You can also check out his music on Apple Music and iTunes and, those popular sites to get music, and you'll see his albums. His last album was The King of Thrones, and it's on iTunes, on Apple Music, on all that stuff, and it is phenomenal, great, good, fun, loving, just good energy music, and it's phenomenal, awesome. So definitely check that out and get ready for the interview that's going to be happening next week. But I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I am being heard in Boston, Florida, Washington, D.C., New York. I'm even being heard in California and internationally in Nigeria. So thanks for all the support from everyone that is listening. I cannot describe to you how much I appreciate, or how just I can't express to you guys how much I really do appreciate the support and the love I get from you guys on a daily basis. I know I blow up a lot of my social media sites with promotions for the show, but it's all for a purpose and all for a goal. So definitely thank you for supporting me, loving on me, and just giving me encouragement, because I do need that on a day-to-day basis. I cannot wait to see where I am in 1 year. I give myself 12 months because it's going to be a completely different atmosphere, different place, different sound, different everything. I'm pretty sure I will have my show on national television by that time. In 12 months, you will see it right before the Wendy Williams show. So just wait on that. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. So thank you guys for the support. I will never forget where I came from, who supported me, who loved on me, who really just gave me the encouragement. You guys are all awesome. Love you guys so much. I want you guys to have a great night. Be safe. Whatever you're doing this weekend, like I said, be safe and just celebrate life and have fun. It's midterm season, but that's okay, because we are going to get through it one day at a time. C's make degrees. Just kidding. You guys should strive for A's. But C's make degrees. Just kidding again. My parents are listening. Only A's. Bring home A's, guys. Love you guys once again. Have a great, great, great night. If you want to tweet me, you know where to reach me. If you feel like you should be on the show, if you have somebody you know that should be on the show, reach out to me so I can bring them on and we can get this party started on another day. All right. Have a great night, guys.
Shake. Yeah. 'Cause the players gonna play. And my haters gonna hate. I'm just gonna shake.